Almost everything. 84.
Hey guys, Dan is Almost Everything 84, and today I have a review of a very nice automatic watch. This is a man's watch, I would say. It comes in a nice brown leather band, genuine leather by Tophill. See the back is also transparent, so you can see some of the gears spinning and winding and all those cool things that you see on the automatic watches. The actual size of the face is 39 millimeters, which is a little bit smaller than I'm used to. I was mostly using like 42 millimeter watches, but it still looks pretty good when it's on my wrist. I'll show you that in a second. A couple things that you'll probably see is the hand constantly moving. It's the automatic movement for the 24-hour clock. So after this thing hits 12, if it goes around, you'll see that there's a dial back here that's going to start adding time to it, which is interesting. So you have both displays there. You got the calendar date right there. It's water resistant up to 50 meters, which is over 150 feet. The hands all have that glow on them, as you can see, that white, so you can charge it up in the sun or light, and then usually stays good for the day. It's made out of stainless steel. Like I said, the band's genuine leather. It's like sapphire, so it should be a little more resistant to scratching. And the clasp is just your normal clasp buckle kind of type, like a belt. You got your one crown here on the side, which will pull out. You can set the time that way. And of course you're going to need, if you're not going to wear this every day, you're going to need a watch winder. Usually an automatic one. They range from all over. I won't get into it, but the cheaper you go, my experience is, they don't really last that long. Maybe you'll get a year or two out of them before you need to buy another one. But let's, I'll put this on my arm and we'll take a look at it. All right, now I threw it on my arm here. As you can see, I have a more skinnier wrist, but again, like I said, I usually wear a larger watch face, but this actually looks pretty good like this. It's not too small, not too big. It's very elegant. It could be worn formally with work. And no, it's pretty sharp looking. It's got a rose gold clasp and the shell of the watch, as well as that rose gold, and then obviously a white face. Not too heavy, really not too thick. You look how it's on the wrist there. And then this is just an example of just another watch winder you can use. You can get like a cheap egg like that. I have one of those more expensive ones for some other watches, but that's really all you'll need to keep this thing in business. Of course, you can manually wind these, but it's going to run out as well just by pulling out the crown and for about 30-40 seconds winding it, and you kind of get it going. But this one's it's stayed wound since it got here. Believe it or not, I haven't been wearing it, so must have had a lot built up. The band itself, like I said, is a leather. It's a little stiff in the beginning, but you break them in. I don't really recommend getting these wet as much. I know it says you can, but the bands never really, in my experience, hold up too well. Even though they sort of have a coating on them, they're treated, but over time they start getting like faded and they crack. Especially if you're gonna shower with it and stuff. Salt water I definitely wouldn't bring in salt water or a hot tub or thing with chemicals. So that's pretty much the review. Feel free to ask any questions. I have at least a dozen other automatic watches, so I have a lot of experience with these, and they're my favorite kind. I love not having to put a battery in and such, and they're really cool to look at. So this one's my opinion, great looking watch. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.